Today we are going to solve the problem 2.17 of Griffith third edition Introduction to Quantum Mechanics. The problem 2.17 is so that a e power ikx plus p e power minus ikx and c cos kx plus t sin kx are equivalent ways of writing the same function of x and determine the constant c and t in terms of a and p and vice versa. So the comment is in quantum mechanics, when the potential is equal to zero, the exponential represents the traveling wave and are most convenient in discussing the free particle, whereas sine and cosines corresponding to standing wave, which arise naturally in the case of infinite square well. So here, though this problem looks very simple, it conveys lot of message. That is, this it is about showing equivalence between two common representation. Two common representation in quantum mechanics is exponential and sine and cosine. So that is exponential and trigonometry function. We will see in detail the importance of this problem at the end. So watch this problem till the end. We know from Euler equation e power ikx plus ikx is equal to cos kx plus I sin kx. In similar way, you can write e power minus ikx, which is equal to cos kx minus I sin kx. Now, as per problem, you combine this. Uh, that is a e power ikx plus b e power minus ikx. So, by definition, a multiplied by e power plus ikx, which is cos kx plus I sin kx. Similarly, p plus e power minus ikx. So this is p I have taken as common, cos kx plus I is sin kx. Now you combine this term, cosine term and sine term. Cosine, here you have cos kx, here also cos kx, with multiplicative factor a here and b here. So this can be written as a plus b cos kx. In a similar way, you see the sin kx, sin kx. Here it is I you can take as a common. You can see this is a plus a sin kx. Here it is uh, minus I. So this is minus p sin kx. We will see further now. And now we got the superposition of these two exponential term is equal to a plus b cos kx plus I a minus b sin kx. Now we have to show that this exponential linear combination of this exponential term is equivalent to this linear combination of sine and cosine term. That is c cos kx plus t sin kx. You compare these two equation. Then that means a plus p is equal to 0. Sorry, a plus p equal to c. So that's what I have written. C is equal to a plus p. Similarly, here you can see minus I minus ab equal to t. So t equal to I multiplied by a minus b. Here we have represented c and t in terms of a and b. Now we have to express a and b in terms of c and t. So you take the first one, that is a plus b is equal to c. Similarly, this one, you take this one. A minus p is equal to t over I. So now you multiply and divide by I, you will get minus it because I squared is minus 1. Now you add and subtract, first you add these two. If we add this, here it is minus p, so p will go away, you will get a plus a, 2a is equal to c minus id because you are adding both. So now this can be written as you bring 2 to the other side, a is equal to c minus id over 2. Similarly, you subtract both. If you subtract both, what will happen? This a will go away. A minus a will go away. This will become 2p. 2p is equal to this minus, here you are subtracting. So this minus will become plus. So 2p is equal to c plus id. Then P is equal to C plus ID over 2. So we have found C and T in terms of A and B. Similarly, A and P in terms of C and T. We will try to understand the physical meaning of this. So this problem shows that A e power ikx plus P e power minus ikx and C cos kx plus T sin kx are mathematically equivalent. This is important because complex exponential, because here you have I, no complex here. Complex exponential and trigonometry functions are two different phases of representing the same solution to the Schrodinger equation when the potential is equal to 0. That is for a pre-particle case. Now we will see the physical meaning of this. That is exponential e power plus or minus ikx is a traveling wave. This is the traveling wave. This represents the particle moving to the right. Right is plus e power plus ikx, or left e power minus ikx. It's a left side. So this can represents the traveling wave and the transmitted wave. Here it is a reflected wave. This form is natural for scattering problem or free particles. So scattering problem, you can use this exponential form. Then sines and cosines are standing waves. This arises when we impose the boundary condition like infinite square well, where the wave function must vanish at the walls. So the standing waves are superposition of two traveling waves moving in opposite direction. This is very important result. Sin x, you can write sin x as e power ikx minus e power minus ikx over 2I. So it's a linear combination of two traveling wave. Of course, but in opposite direction. This is right side, this is left side. Similarly, cos x can be written as e power ikx plus e power minus ikx over 2. This is also a linear combination of two traveling wave in opposite direction. That is very important. This is the physical significance of this problem. If you find this problem helpful one, kindly subscribe my channel. Also share and join my channel for the growth of my channel. Thank you very much for watching my video continuously and supporting me continuously. Thank you very much.